What is up, my YouTube buddies? Real quick video for you today, and this is about gaming mice, my two favorite gaming mice, and the feet that make them work so well. So let me tell you about the mice real quick. This is a Cooler Master MM710 in matte finish. This currently is my favorite gaming mouse. I don't like the fact that it's kind of a knockoff of the Air mouse, but the one reason why I like it is because it's a knockoff of the Air mouse, or the Final mouse, sorry. Final mouse. I think it's actually lighter than the Air 58. If I'm not mistaken, this is 54 grams, and the Final mouse was 58, so it's lighter. It's got an amazing sensor in it. I don't remember the spec off the top of my head, but the sensor's great. The switches are great. This is an outstanding mouse. As a matter of fact, I had a Final mouse, and I sold the dang thing because I didn't like it. Two main reasons. I spent too much money on it. Was not worth the money. I don't care who you are. I don't care. That mouse is not worth what people are asking. It's pure hype. And the one thing that I really hated about the mouse itself, the shape was not all that good. Just crucify me, I don't care. I hated the shape of it. And the other thing is, the mouse wheel on the Air 58 was the biggest piece of junk mouse wheel on any mouse I have ever used. I don't care what they inscribed on it. I don't care what language it was in. The mouse wheel was a functional nightmare. Hated it. Junk. Overpriced. Hype. Now, Cooler Master took the concept, which is a good one. That was the main sell point of the Final mouse, the Air 58, the concept of a light mouse. I love the race car mentality of dropping weight by just drilling holes in the body. I'm a race car guy at heart, but this is awesome. Love the idea, love the concept, and I love that Cooler Master took the ball and ran with it and made an improvement upon everybody else's ideas that were out there. This is $50 on Amazon in stock, and I got it Amazon Prime, so I had this thing within less than 2 days. And the thing is absolutely outstanding. But the one thing I want to focus in on today, and the one thing I want to talk about, aside from the greatness of the weight, is none of this really does anybody any good without good mouse feet, okay? If you stop and think about it, you could have the most amazing mouse in the world, but if you can't get it to operate where literally the rubber meets the road, if you can't get it to operate properly on a good surface, it's almost pointless, okay? So you got to have the right weight, the right shape, good buttons, construction, all that jazz, but it all falls apart if you got bad feet, too much friction. You're not going to be able to move your mouse across the surface and have it interact properly with the contact point on the mousing pad, okay? And then sensor obviously is definitely important. There's a lot of factors that come into play, but again, what I want to focus in on today and comment about and talk about are mice feet. Hyperglides I know are popular. Teflon as a material is very popular, and I stumbled across a couple things here that I just want to talk about real quick. So, mouse feet. This is my second favorite gaming mouse. This is the Razer Viper. Now, anybody familiar with this mouse would know it comes from the factory, out of the box, from Cooler Master, with these very thick white Teflon feet. Extremely smooth. Butter smooth. And that's why I love this thing. Straight out of the box, this thing is ready to go. Top notch. I really don't think I could come up with any area where they can improve upon this thing. And I'm not exaggerating. Maybe, and this is a huge maybe, the one next step to really upgrade this to the next level would be to get rid of the paracording and use what's the new cord out there people are going to, a phaser cord, where it's basically a very thinly gauged cluster of wires without the paracord sheathing. That's the next level in evolution for gaming mice, is to get rid of this paracording and just simply have a bare insulated, I shouldn't say bare, only the insulated cluster of mouse wires, and ditch this. That removes even more weight yet, and I'm hoping to get my hands on a phaser wire. I'm thinking about sacrificing one of my current mice sacrificing one of my current mice, taking the paracord sheathing off and making my own phaser cord or whatever they call it. Essentially, it's a mouse cord with no sheathing on it, okay? I keep going on tangents here. Man, I'm good for that. Mice feet. Comes out of the box with this nice thick Hyperglide, I would say Hyperglide-esque construction and material. What's so good about this design of mice feet is it's actually quite thick compared to traditional Teflon tape that manufacturers tend to use. That stuff is very thin. It's almost paper thin. This is much more thick and much more robust. There's another feature, and I think this is intentional. If not, they stumbled upon a good thing here. I'm going to try and illustrate this. One more feature of these types of feet. If you can see, the center area of real estate when you're looking at this mouse foot, as you can notice, the center section is actually dipped in, and it does not make contact with the mousing surface. The outer edges are raised up out here, and it runs the perimeter of the mouse foot. Those outer edges are raised, and the center section is actually dipped in. What that does is it allows for less friction. You have a smaller amount of surface area making contact with your mouse pad, so it reduces friction even further. So you've got a very robust, very slippery smooth material with a low contact point. So this mouse is absolutely butter smooth, and it's just a great gaming mouse. I love the weight, I love the shape, can't say enough good about it. So go buy one. It's only 50 bucks. Now, the Razer Viper, on the other hand, this dude does not come with this style of mouse feet from the factory. It comes with the thin Teflon tape style. And for two reasons, I didn't like it, and I removed them and swapped them out for this fashion. Again, with this type of mouse foot, the center portion of the real estate here is dipped in the higher edges. I'll find a pointing apparatus. The higher edges here protrude more, and this is actually what makes contact with your mouse pad. Again, I think it's more than just coincidence. I think it's by design. Now, these are aftermarket, and I had to track these down. Hyperglides did not offer feet for the Razer Viper. So I'll put all the information and links and whatnot in the comments section of the video in case you guys are interested. But these mouse feet I ordered from a company called iTac, and they have a mouse feet section. And I looked it up for Viper. They had them. I ordered it up, and with expedited shipping, U.S. Postal Service, I think I had them within 3 days, and these come from overseas. So I think the cost was under $12 shipped, worth every penny. If you have a Razer Viper and you want to make that thing buttery smooth, these are worth every penny. I can't stress it enough. So I just wanted to make everyone out there aware. If you were thinking about this and you were, dabbling with the idea of a mouse foot upgrade for your mouse, right here, baby, this is the way to do it. Hyperglides is one of the guys out there that make this type of mouse foot, and then the other player is iTac, and they seem to have a wider offering for different applications, more beyond what Hyperglide has. I don't know the history of either business. I'm just saying this type of mouse foot is the way to go, and just wanted to give my opinion and some commentary on both these mice. Both outstanding. I love them both. I would use either one. I prefer this one. It's a little bit lighter weight, and the shape of both is great. The one complaint I have about the Viper is it's got switches on both sides, and sometimes when you really get into the action of a game, I end up depressing these buttons unintentionally. Other than that, top-notch product. Once you upgrade the mouse feet, it's absolutely amazing. So keep these two in mind, and if you're thinking about doing the upgrade on mice feet, dude, go for it for 12 bucks from iTac here. Like I said, I'll put it in the link below. You would hopefully get some value from this, and hopefully it helps answer some questions for you. So thanks for checking out the video. Peace out, y'all.